Hi, a very good morning and a good evening to everybody. I'm Vanita Khatter, your host for the session today. I'm so happy to invite and host Amitava Bose and Rachna Sharma. Amitava being the coach and Rachna being the coachee. And I also welcome each and every one of you who have joined the session today, and also the larger audience who will be eventually watching this session. Just a brief introduction about me. I am a PCC coach with about 1,200 hours behind me. Otherwise, in my previous lifetime, I have spent almost 35 years in HR, in training, HR transformation, in facilitating a lot of manufacturing industries. So, very close to your heart, Amitava. I now work with IT, GCC, a lot of PSUs, BFSI. So thanks to coaching, it kind of takes you across the world, and I feel the world is open for you to explore, whatever you like to do. So I am my own consultant, and I work with different organizations. So this is very brief about me. And I'd like to invite you to the coaching journey community, CJ community. I remember about a few years back, we were just like six of us who kind of made a WhatsApp group and started, kind of helping each other and all that. And today we are more than 1,000 members. And we have at least about 17 or 18 coaching communities in CJ. And I think each coaching community, the way it supports, the way it facilitates, whether it is events or whether it is podcasts or book reviews or a conversation, just anything is tremendous. I personally have been benefited by the journey community in passing my exams and finishing my hours, in getting clients, real-time clients, paid clients. It's been amazing. You just kind of put a question and it's taken care of. So thanks to the CJ community, I found some amazing friends also. So this is about CJ community. A very brief introduction about hi, Skitter, how are you doing? Which part of the world have you joined in from?
Thank you so much, Vanita. I'm Skita. I'm
Yes.
joining from Kenya, Nairobi.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, lovely. Thank you so much for joining us. So, I'd like to briefly introduce our coach for the day. Amitav has about 38 years of corporate experience in operations and general management. He's trained and certified in distinct schools of coaching. He applies different methodologies as appropriate to the situation. He comes from the manufacturing setup as well. He's donned different roles from operations to operation excellence to general management, BD, etc. And he's the coach for the day today. And Rachna Sharma, who is a young ACC coach, but don't go with the number of years of that you see on the screen. She's wiser in her head by 10 times. She's been part of my cohort when I was doing my PCC. So whenever we had any doubt regarding a certain competency, we used to go to Rachna for clarification. I mean, she understands competencies so beautifully, and the way she explains it is also so nice. She works for Neptune Excellence, which is a coaching organization, and she takes care of their business development, and she's a full-time coach as well. So Amitava will be coaching Rachna today. Uh, just a little, housekeeping rules. While the coaching is on, the recording will be on as I have the permission from both the coach and the coachee. There will be not too much of confidentiality that will be maintained because we have an audience, and also this recording will be posted on YouTube later. If by the end of the session, if both of them continue to give us the permission. So we will post it on YouTube for the other coaching community members to view the recording. While the coaching is on, I would request all the participants, the audience, to please mute themselves and go off screen. All right. Um, hmm. So they would coach for about 30, 35, 40, 45 minutes. And then we can open the session for question answers to the coach. Um, so if there is any doubt, any clarification that you need, this would be a 90-minute session and we would end the session at the 90th minute. If you have any clarifications, please, you can ask me. All right, great. So let me go ahead and put the spotlight on you. And I'm going to go off screen and mute. Over to you, Amitava.
Thank you, Vanita.
All the best. Enjoy yourself.
Thank you very much. Rachna, are you on mute or
No, I can hear you and I can talk.
your laptop is on charge?
Yes, it is. Thank you so much for asking.
Fully present in this
Absolutely.
point of time. Where
Yes.
are you from, by the way?
I am from Mumbai, actually.
Okay, you're in Mumbai. That's great. So I live in Bangalore.
Oh, okay. Not that far. Close by.
Yes. So comfortable, everything. Shall we start?
Yes, we can.
So what's in your mind today?
Okay. There are a couple of things that are on my mind. Okay. Uh, Number one thing is my coaching aspect. Okay. Number two is my work, the company that I work for. And number three is my family. Okay. Now all these three aspects are, of course, they are connected to me because I am the person. So what I am experiencing is I am experiencing a lot of procrastination.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just in one area, it's in all the areas. If I have to go out with my family, I experience procrastination. If I have to talk to someone, I experience procrastination. If I have to uh, do literally anything, the first thought is I'll do it later. There is a lot of resistance. And I don't know how should I have tried a few things like meditation. I have tried meditation. I have tried journaling. I have tried doing all the things that parents tell you to do. That wake up at 5 a.m. and all your problems are going to be solved, which is not the case for me because somehow my problems instead of getting smaller, they have got bigger because now I have more time. And somewhere I feel like my health did take a toll because of all these things, but now I am recovering through it. But I don't know, I am having a lot of trouble with this procrastination aspect, and I am not able to go ahead of it.
So mm, you're okay if I take a few notes? I'll destroy the
Sure,
notes at the end of the
sure,
session.
no problem.
Yeah. So Rachna, I mean, I heard what you said, and your concern, which you have expressed, is that of procrastination.
Yeah.
So, at the end of this session, what do you expect to happen? What would make you happy if you get something at the end of the session? What would make you happy?
Okay. So by the end of the session, if I can find something, some sort of not motivation, but some sort of uh, an insight or something new that I didn't already know that can help me do better in my life. So
Help you to?
that can do better in my life. So procrastination can get reduced even by 1%. I'll be happy because I know I have a lot of potential, and when I get to work, I do it flawlessly. That confidence I have in me. But the only thing is, I need to start. to get it completed.
Mm.
And that's somewhere that starting point is where I'm getting stuck.
So if I request you to put this, Rachna, in one line as an objective for the session, how would you define that? How would you put that?
I probably in one line.
Yeah, maybe 1 or 2 lines.
Okay.
Just for
So
just for the session, this session, the objective for this session. Yeah.
Okay, so my objective for this session would be I face a lot of resistance on daily basis. Okay, and if I can get something tangible out of this at the end of this session, that can help me, uh, see past this resistance. Even if it is 1%, I'll be very happy.
Mhm. And what makes this important for you?
It is very important. One, I like coaching. I love coaching. This industry is something that somehow I dreamed growing up because I wanted to be a part of something very meaningful when I grew up. And now that I am a part of this community, this ever evolving community, I want to actually I actually want to contribute something. And I know I can do it. But somewhere I feel that resistance, that procrastination aspect, and I don't know how to get over it. And that's why it is very important to me to get over it because I have a lot that I can offer. And I mean, you can say that I am very young, but I have learned quite few things in the last 2 years of my work experience that I can stand out. And I have, in the sessions that I have taken, they have been very, very successful. So I got my confidence from there that I can do the sessions, doesn't matter what my age is. And yeah, that's it.
That's very interesting because you've come up with a comment that in the last 2 years you've seen yourself achieve quite a few things, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
if you were to explore this, tell me a bit more how this happened, what happened, what were the circumstances. Tell me a few things around this where you got quite a few things done.
What I have achieved in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will start off by saying that I completed my bachelor's in HR. I was a management student and specialized in HR, human resources, and I completed my studies in 2023. And when I got my first job after a month or two, it was a HR company. So I got a hang of how HR things work and how you do those. While doing that, it didn't feel meaningful and purposeful for me. I was, you can say, unsatisfied with the way I was working, and then one day I met my mentor in an elevator in the same office that it's a shared office, so kind of like WeWorks. So I met him in an elevator there, and he used to consult a shipping company next to it. So I met him, and I started talking to him, and then one day I was just talking to him about these things, and I told him that I'm not satisfied with the work that I'm doing. And then he said, that, why don't you explore coaching? This might be something useful for you. And this was in 2023. And I left my first job and I took up this new job in the coaching industry in 2023. I still remember the date. It was 5th of December. I signed my appointment letter, and the next day it was my birthday. So I started with taking a day off in the new company, and then I did my first program. Okay, it was I didn't understand anything what was happening around me. It was a lot of confusion, a lot of chaos, a lot of questions in my head. And then, but somewhere I felt that satisfaction that creeping in slowly, that this is something that I think I can do. And before 2023 ended, I was somewhere in two minds that should I get my certification or should I just work as a non-certified coach. My mentor helped me with this dilemma, of course. Uh, and I then I trained some more. I started doing a lot of peer coaching. I started doing a lot of coaching with other people, my friends, families, uh, and in by before the end of 2024, I got my ACC certification. At the age of 23, I got my ACC certificate. So I have to say that I got my ACC at the age of 23. It makes me really proud to say that because first, no one in my entire extended family, both my parents and have anything to do in terms of coaching, psychology, counseling, or anything. They are pure. They are people purely into business or either services. There's no in between, and I am the first person to get a certificate that is internationally valid.
So do you
It's
feel
so
proud
great.
about it?
I feel a lot.
Open-ended question, but looking at you, looking at your face, I think
Yes.
one can make out you're proud about it, right?
I am, and I became the the conversation starter. I became the topic of a conversation starter at each and every family gathering in the last 1 year, and I feel proud. I mean, people have mixed opinions, of course, but one thing for sure is I feel very proud of myself that I have come so far. And why I feel so proud is when I was starting out, I was a very shy and very introverted kind of person. And I would struggle a little by talking to people I didn't meet. But the moment I started this coaching journey, there were a few changes that I could see. Was my conversation skills improved very, very much. Okay. Now I actually don't have any problems talking to anyone. Another thing that improved in me was my confidence. I was someone who was very uh, concerned about myself. Okay, very low self-esteem. From there to I am still working on myself on those aspects, but from there to here, there has been a lot of improvement, and I am very proud of that as well. And my family relations, of course, my relationship with my friends, with my family, with my ex-colleagues, and with my colleagues right now, they are all improved. And now, before this is one major thing actually. Before learning coaching and being in this field, if there was any kind of conflict, I would hide away from it. I would stay quiet and I was like, okay, okay, that was it. I was kind of, in a way, saying deflecting all the conflicts, trying to keep the surface level peace, but I was not happy with that. After learning coaching, I can actually, I have actually become better at conflict resolution. So conflict between me, my family, me, my friends, me with my siblings, me with my colleagues, all the aspects I can say have improved a lot. I mean, there's always room for improvement, but going from there to here, there has been a lot of improvement. And I think from here to where I want to be the next, in the coming 5 years, I think there's still a lot of room for improvement. But yeah, I'm really proud of where I am, how I got here. And after I got my ICF ACC, I did my NLP from European Community. I am a practitioner coach from there as well.
So what I heard is you have achieved quite a lot. You're saying from there to here. What do you need to do to go from here to there, wherever you want to go? Let's not talk
Uh,
about what you want to go, but what do you need to do?
what do I need? Good question. There are things, I mean, I have made a long list of what I need to do, but those things are somehow I feel not very important to do. But the most important
Take a
things,
few minutes to talk about just two things, three things to which you would like to do, which are the most important about the long list.
okay. Three things that I will tell you that I have to do. Okay, I not want to do, but I have to do in order to go where I want to go is one, I need to connect with more people.
Sorry,
Then
sorry, I didn't hear
connect
you.
connect with more people.
Mhm.
Second would be travel more. Um, I like traveling, so I think some of the best things I have experienced is while traveling. And third would be to look at to look at myself and my skills from a business perspective.
Mhm.
So yeah, so if I can look at myself and my skills from a business perspective, then I think traveling and connecting with people becomes a skill. So I do understand the basics of businesses and everything. My family is into businesses, so I have some of that blood doing business. Uh, but somewhere I feel like I am a little too young for that. And how can I do it when there are so many experienced people? Will I be able? Will I succeed in this? Or what if I fail? So one thing I am most afraid of is failing at something. So I make sure that I do things in a way where failing is not an option.
So, if you allow me,
Yeah,
Rachana, I'll just park this failing is not an issue, this comment for the moment.
sure.
Okay. And let me repeat the question I asked you. You said, I have to do, right? My question was, what do you want to do? Which could be different.
No, these are the things I want to do. And
You want to do.
wanting, yes, because
You
right now
have to
I'm not
do
doing
is
it.
something which your brain is telling you, yes, I need to
No,
do
I
this.
these things have come up in my head after a lot of hours of thinking.
Mhm.
I have spent countless nights thinking about these things. And that's when I stumbled upon the conclusion that these are the things that I have to do so that after 5 years, I don't regret where I am. I
Mhm.
don't want to be stuck where I am right now. It's a good place, but if I can be in a better place, then why should I stick with good?
Mhm. And then we come back to what you said about failing. What's
Yeah,
what's your feeling about it? What do you feel when you think of failing? What comes to your mind?
a lot of fears. Okay, judgment,
Fear,
of
fear of
course,
what?
fear of failing. That if I fail at this, I will be judged by people. Uh, People in the sense my family, my friends, they will be the first one to judge me. And if I fail, I would become a joke. which is something I don't want to become.
Tell me a bit more about this. What makes you say that you'll become a joke? Is this a
Okay.
is this a feeling you have? Is this a feeling you have from from inside or from your environment?
Uh, so is it all right if I tell you a little backstory about
Yeah,
this
sure.
fear?
Please go ahead. This
Okay,
is your story, not mine.
sure. So growing up, okay, I am multilingual. Actually, I can speak a lot of languages.
Mhm.
Uh, so when I moved from my hometown to Mumbai, okay, uh, it was a little difficult at first. I was just 3.5, 4 years old, but I still remember the times I got bullied and everything because I couldn't speak Hindi properly
Mhm.
without some its and bits of words and accent slipping in the Hindi, and I got bullied for it by my peers, and which made me feel like I should be good at it. I
Mhm.
shouldn't be okay. I should be good, or I should be the best.
Mhm.
And it's the same case with the English language. I mean, I was not bullied because I didn't know English language. I grew up speaking English really good because I got bullied for not being able to speak Hindi properly. So after that, uh, I made sure that I should not be bullied because something I don't know. I have either lied because I don't know something, I know something, I have lied for those some things. And second, I made sure that if I say I know something, that I should be really good at it. And if someone asks or cross questions me, I should be able to give them answers straight away without hesitation.
Mm. So
And yeah,
so throw your mind back. Think of 2, 3 occasions where you failed and you felt like a joke, you felt like foolish.
I
I mean,
cannot remember
if you
such
don't mind, if
instances.
you don't mind, if you don't mind sharing this with everybody around you, this is an
No, no,
open forum, unfortunately.
that's not a problem. But besides from getting bullied at the age of 4, 5 years old, I don't remember any instances where I failed. I made sure that even in my exams, I made sure that I will not fail, but I'll not come first as well. I would still be there somewhere in the middle. Whereas I had the potential to come first. But that fear of failing kept me from being the last in the class, and my fear of being seen kept me from getting first, coming first in the class as well. So these are the two things where I have juggled all my life. I mean, it can seem small, saying that these are the little things. Does it really matter? But it matters to me a lot. And right now, I am juggling with this fear of failure and fear of being seen. Because every time I try to put myself out there, I feel resistance. And I feel like it has something to do with my fear of being seen. Because my fear of failure will, of course, it will not let me sleep at night if I have not done something. And I feel like it is a good thing. I feel it is a good thing. It makes me very good at what I do. But my fear of being seen keeps me from places, opportunities where I can really thrive.
So, correct me if I'm wrong,
Yeah.
but somehow I have this, talking to you, listening to you, I have this feeling that there's a link between what we started off saying,
Yeah,
that
there is.
is a procrastination is what you want to avoid, and what you're saying now is that you do not do things because of fear of failing.
Okay, now there are two aspects, okay, in this. I don't want to avoid procrastination because in sometimes, I mean, there have been compared to 100, there have been one or two instances where my procrastination has saved me a lot. Okay. Aside from those, my procrastination keeps me from doing things that I like. Okay. I will do things uh, at a very inconvenient time, and somehow my brain works very good in in that time. And I mean, I don't know how should I word it to you so that you
Mhm.
understand it. But every time there has been a project, okay, in coaching, in my working profession, in my schools or colleges or anything, I've had a month to do those things, but because of my procrastination, I couldn't. Okay. For the first 20 days, couldn't. Then the last 10 days, I would start thinking, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this. And when there would be 3 days left, then I would start picking my brain, and then I would get to it, and it would come out beautifully. So that is my fear of failing. That it will not let me give it up. It will make sure that I do it good. But my fear of being seen, it keeps me from doing those same tasks in a better way, in a more organized and disciplined way. Because I have tried staying consistent, being disciplined, following routines, to-do list, doing this, that. Nothing has worked. And I feel like I'm running out of things to do. I mean, not things to do, but um, things to follow. That I should follow a Pomodoro technique, or I should follow the, the four box work type things. So there are a lot of methods, but I don't know how should I address it.
Yes, if you allow me, shall
Yeah.
we explore
Sure.
the things which you do? Okay,
Okay.
the way you're saying things which you do. So let's put it in two boxes. Things which you
Okay.
do to prove to others
Okay.
that yes, I've done it, I'm good at it. And the other box, things which you do only for yourself, not for anybody else.
Okay. So things that I do for others and things that I do for myself.
A lot of things we do because we want to prove to others we can do it well. We can do it good. We can do it. And things which you do which others don't observe, but which gives you pleasure.
Okay. Okay. So coaching is something that I do for myself. That is, I will keep it in myself file. I enjoy dancing. I enjoy exploring music. I uh, enjoy going to new places. Art galleries give me a lot of pleasure. Those things, majority of the people don't know. There are only a handful of people who know these things about me. So those are the things for myself. Now the things that I do for others would be
Not for others, you do for yourself, but which others observe and you take pleasure in the fact that they are saying, yes, you've done it well, or you've
it's
done it good.
validation. So they validate others' validation. Okay. So when my coaching assignments get completed, okay, I go to my colleagues, I go to my mentor, and I just stay in that pride moment for a few days. I did this, I enjoyed this, I did that. So I share this with others. I share this with my friends. Working aspect, okay, because I am working in a company, Neptune Excellence. I'm the head of business development. Okay. So therein I have tasks that everyone sees. Like I have to talk to a lot of people. I have to finalize a few deals. I have to finalize what type of training services are we going to provide to corporates, or what type of sessions are we going to hold? How many sessions should be held? If should we approach an organization, or if the organization is approaching us for coaching, then how should we plan it? If there are some webinars that needs to happen, then I am the person who plans all these things. These are the things that my friends, my company observes, and selecting people for the program who will be the people doing this program, ICF program, because that is where my major focus is, my major role is. That I do. And if I have to go out with my family, then planning all the trips, booking all the tickets, taking care of the lunch, dinner, breakfast, and taking care of the destination. How should we approach? What should be done? So all these things are observed by others.
So when you look at these two buckets, and then you go back to your original objective, that you do not want to procrastinate,
Yeah.
you feel you have a similar issue of procrastination in both the buckets, or it's only in
Both.
one bucket?
It's both.
So there's no difference where this procrastination is concerned.
So the
So when you
only
want to do something for yourself, you still don't do it. What stops you? What's the barrier?
what stops me is I will do it later. Let me first do something else. So either I will be creating some content, okay, or I would be taking a walk in the park, because that seems more important than doing something, going out of, going out, getting dressed up, going to a gallery or a music show. That seems more hard than going for a walk in the park.
So you use the word important.
Yeah.
So if you're doing, instead of activity A, you're doing activity B, because B is more important, how do you define that as procrastination? That's a choice.
No, it's not a choice, because I know I am avoiding that task by opting for a easier one.
Tell me a bit more about what you mean by easier one.
Okay, so this happened very recently. Okay, I was supposed to go for a concert that was very new. Okay, and tickets were booked. It was a very pricey program, pricey seats. I was sitting at the front, very near to the stage. I could actually see the expressions on the face of artists and everything. A day before the program is there, I started feeling that I'll not go. I don't feel like I should go. Or what if I don't like it? And instead of why do I need to explore new music right now? I think I am good with the kind of music that I'm listening right now. I think I am good in pop and indie music. I will explore other genres when the time is there. Or if I have to choose between a Hollywood musical show or a Bollywood musical show, so I would not choose either. I would think in my head that I should actually just stay here. I have a lot of work.
This is very good. You say you bought the tickets,
Everything
spent the
was
money,
ready. Everything was ready.
was ready. What
Yeah.
did you feel which made you not having bought the tickets, having spent the money? What did you feel which made you feel that no, you should not go?
So, what made me feel that way is it felt a lot of effort to um, to put in to go to that place, because that where the concert was happening, it was a little far away. So it felt like a lot of effort to go there and then sit for the 2 3 hours show, and then again come back. Whereas the moment I left my house, I went to the show. I enjoyed it because I couldn't miss it. My friends who were going, so they practically forced me to come. So the moment I stepped out of the house, I was a few kilometers away from my home. I suddenly felt this surge of freedom that I didn't want to come back home after the show. I just wanted to stay out.
So you actually did go to the show.
I did. I did because I couldn't avoid it. I avoided. I got out of 2 shows before that, so I couldn't cancel the third one. Uh, yeah.
No,
But
hold on, hold on. I mean, just let me understand this.
yeah,
You don't know. So, did you go because you had bought the tickets, or did you go because you felt others would comment on you not going before you're not gone twice?
uh, it was. Uh, See, I had two feelings, and 2 hours before I had to leave for the show. Okay, one was I can cancel it right away. Okay, and no one would judge me for it because they know I have my priorities clear. If I have work, then that means I have work. Two was I never go out as I should. I rarely go out. It would be once in 2 or 3 months. So I feel like going to the show. Maybe I can do something this for myself. I can take an evening off just for myself, and then explore something new. So because that musical experience, it was very new for me, and I was in a bittersweet state of mind that should I go, should I not go, should I go, should I not go, and I eventually ended up saying, okay, it's fine, I'll go. Let's see what happens. And usually this is my go-to statement. If I have to do something, then if I'm in 2 minds, then I say, so the hell, I'll just see what happens. And I ended up going to the show. And I enjoyed it a lot, I will say.
At the beginning of this statement, you were talking about being judged.
Yeah.
How did that come into play in this decision process?
Judge was, my friends would say that you are wasting money by bought the ticket and now you don't want to go. That would be one. Another would be you don't have time for us, my friends. So you're always doing something or the other. You don't want to spend time with us. That was another thing. And third, I felt like I was judging myself.
Sorry, pardon me.
Third was I felt I was judging myself for not going to the show.
So can you just visualize the situation
Yeah.
where whatever actions you take, you are not procrastinating at all.
Okay.
You are taking definite actions as per your plan made.
Okay.
So that's the ideal state, let's say.
It is an ideal state.
Right.
And to be very honest, I have experienced a few days like this. And at the end of the day, I was so pumped up with energy.
What was the difference?
What was the difference between normal days and being having a full day?
The ideal day, yes.
The ideal day. Okay. I was at the end of the day, I was feeling fulfilled. Okay.
Mhm.
Second, I went to a lot of meetings. Okay, so online and offline both combined. So it was a very full day. I was out since 7 till 10 in the evening. So it was a full day. I had a lot of fun. Uh, I was exhausted at the end of the day, but I was feeling proud of myself that I have had such a big day, and I was full of energy and motivated that I should do the same the next day. The difference between that day and other days was one, I was more energized. Two, I didn't overthink too much about the tasks that I had to do. Three, I was not overthinking whom will I meet, what should I say, what should I not say. I was speaking my mind, which got me good results. Uh, Another thing was I made a few friends.
So the word which you used twice in this was the word you overthink. So
Yeah,
in those days when it's not idle, why do you overthink? What do you think makes you overthink?
good question. Uh, Overthinking for me is uh, how should I say it? If I have a task in front of me, okay, I first contemplate in my head, should I do it right now or should I do it in the second half of the day or should I push it to the weekend or should I push it to the next Monday? And then my brain starts going in all directions, looking for the alternate things that I do, and eventually I
Let me stop you here. Let me stop you here because this is not answering the question which came up.
okay.
On those ideal days, do you do this same stuff?
No,
So on other days, what makes you do this? That was the question. You need to think about that.
the stuff that I makes me do on the non-ideals. I don't know. This a fear. Like I told you, that resistance. I don't know how does it come up, but it comes up more often than the ideal days that I like.
Tell me a bit more
Uh,
about this fear. What is this fear?
this fear is of being seen. That if I am seen, then of course people will judge me. People will have opinions about me. People will call me inexperienced. People will call me that I'm too young to do the stuff that I want to do, or maybe this is not the right thing for me. I have made decisions in haste. Uh, there are lots of other options that I should explore. instead of just taking and committing myself to one. And most most important, I think, from all of these is, if I succeed, what's going to happen then?
Let me take a break. If you allow me 1 minute,
Sure,
not to be a
sure,
coach, and
sure,
make a
sure,
comment.
sure,
Allow me.
sure.
I'm 3 times your age, Rashna. If people think you are young, then I should be dead by this time. Can you hear yourself say what you're saying? That people think you're young. You're one-third my age. You're 23, right? 20 or 24,
I
25.
am 24,
Well,
24.
not exactly one-third, but nearly two, you know, I'm 2.5 times your age. So now answer this question again. What is this fear?
So then I told you what my fear is.
Well,
And
but
it's
and keep in mind my comment, which was out of coaching parameters, but keep that in comment and tell me what is the fear.
okay.
Explore the fear again.
Uh, to be very honest, there's a lot of uncertainty with this.
Sorry, there's a lot of
Uncertainty.
uncertainty where?
So, uncertainty that, see, people, I told you people I want to judge, have opinions and everything, so that they have it regardless I do something or not. But if I have to give my answer and emotions very raw, then I would say that it's uncertain for me to be seen. I don't know how or what
So
is going to happen.
what is the feeling you have when things are? I mean, what gives you the feeling? What sort of feeling do you have when you consider that things are uncertain?
So the feelings that I have when the time is uncertain, when I'm feeling uncertain in general, uh,
What makes you feel it's wrong?
it's not wrong. It's, I don't know what is going to happen, and I like to stay in control. I like to have that control over situations, which I know is a very menial thing to say. It's nothing is in our control actually, but mentally uh, I don't know. Mentally, I
So if
start
you
running
know it's
what
not
if
under your control,
situations.
if you know if that things are not under your control in the world, how can you be in control? I mean, if you could explain this to me.
So, in control is only my behavior is in my control, not others, right? So, there have been situations where I have lashed out at people, even while knowing knowing that this is not the ideal thing to do. I have done that. In the heat of the moment, things have happened. I have argued with a lot of people. I have argued with my mentor actually on things that I didn't agree on, even while knowing the difference that I can have the same conversation in a much healthier way. But because I somewhere felt like uh, things are getting out of my control. So mentally, I started thinking, what do I need to do? What should I do? What should I do? And somewhere my reactions got the best out of me, and I lashed out in those situations. And when I'm uncertain, these things happen. These emotions comes out. So one
And
major,
that creates, and what does it make you feel?
it makes me feel angry,
Mhm,
and it makes me feel afraid
mhm.
that if it happens in my favor, what's going to happen? Or if I fail, what's going to happen? So 90% of the time, I'm in two minds that if I pass or if I fail, what's going to happen? That's why there are less ideal days and there are more of just normal days, not ideal days.
So if you look
I'm
at 10
trying.
10 people around you, 10 people around you, colleagues, friends, family,
Yeah.
how many of those 10 never get angry?
Out of those 10 people, when I'm angry, no one gets angry.
No, 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 no. Don't
So,
think about yourself. Think of people
yeah,
around you. How many of them never lash out, never get angry?
but that's impossible. We all have humans and we all have emotions, right? So they are at one point going to get angry and sometimes lash out.
So that's the problem I'm having. You are saying
Yeah.
it's normal human to be angry and lashing out, and then you are putting yourself in a position where you will never get angry by being in control. So I'm not getting this. Explain to me. I mean, you tell me a bit more on this.
Okay. Uh, just 1 minute, please.
Yeah, sure. All the time is yours. We have time. We don't have to answer questions. It's more important for you to explore this in the next few minutes, if Vanita allows, please.
So I just realized that I put a lot of pressure on myself when you when you said that how many of those people get angry. Because at some point or the other, we are bound to get angry, we are bound to have sadness, all the emotions that we all humans have. It's not practically possible for me to be high and happy all the time. I don't have to pretend that all the time. I'm feeling a
Would
little
you
jittery
say
right now.
jittery? Why is that word jittery?
This is I just realized this. I mean, I knew this, but I forgot about it. That I do this. I put a lot of pressure on myself. And when you said this right now, that uh, how many others get angry, it just made me realize that everyone gets angry. It's not just me. And me being angry doesn't make me less of a human being or a human person, but a human being with emotions.
I, I, I,
And
I would I would request you to think. I mean, we don't have time now, but to explore it more and this idea, explore it more with yourself and coach yourself. You're a coach.
yeah,
The coach is
yeah,
supposed to be coaching oneself.
yeah. This is very interesting.
Is there anything else you would like to discuss, or we should close the session? And
I think I will ponder upon it for a few nights and days on this, and I'll uh, try to put less pressure on myself.
call me if you want to. I'll send you the number through anything.
Sure,
You want
sure.
to
That I
discuss?
think
Yeah.
that will be good. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. Great. Vanita, over to you.
Yes, thank you so much, Amitava. This was very interesting. Uh, I hope, Rachna, thank you so much. You're all right.
Yes, I am. I am. I'm
Yes.
feeling very
All
happy.
right. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Great.
Yeah.
Friends, coaches, I would like you to please come, off screen and feel free to ask your questions. Yeah, I do see a lot of applause coming up. Thank you. So, if you have any questions, please go ahead and ask them now.
Hello, I would like to say something. So, no question, but it was an amazing session. Thank you, Amitava and Rachna, for doing this. Uh, I was looking for the end of this session, what is going to be. But nevertheless, it was a lovely session. Learned a lot. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Shweta. If Vanita, if I'm allowed to make a comment, as per
Yeah,
Shweta said,
sure.
uh, I mean, I've been coaching for now 6 years. The first 4 years, I was in the same position as Shweta, where I thought as a coach, I needed to prove something by the end of the session. But Shweta, my experience now, after many sessions, is that we really don't know as a coach whether we're going to achieve something, something concrete at the end of the session. It may just be a session with no concrete results, and that's very difficult position for a coach, but we need to accept that.
I agree.
Absolutely. That's what I'm learning. Not to have this performance pressure at the end of the session. Yeah.
We all have this pressure. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think I have one question for Amitava. So, when you ask the coachee to go down the memory lane and say a few instances, how how comfortable, or let's say, how confident are you as a coach, or anybody for that matter, as a coach, to ask ask a very vulnerable question, some of that sort. Of course, you took a pause and then you did say that, I hope you don't mind sharing because this is an open audience. So it's a very dicey question.
Yeah, especially because it's an open audience. Sometimes, quite often, when it is just a coach and a coachee, it's easier. In an open session, it's difficult to ask. Vanita, there's another area which impinges here. When you go down the memory lane, you need to be very cautious that you're not stepping into the shoes of a counselor, because if the current problem arises from a trauma of the past, then it's not my job as a coach to handle it. And I need to guide the coachee to, take help of a counselor who is more competent on it. I'm not.
Correct.
So it's difficult. Very right. It's very difficult, but question needs to be asked sometimes.
Sometimes, true. Thank you so much, Amitava. Yeah, Bimini, please go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Perfect. So first of all, thank you both so much. Thank you, Rachna, for such vulnerability. And I think also for Amitava, I think it's vulnerable to to do this in front of people and also try to keep focus on the client. I know for me, at the very beginning, I was so deeply impressed by, I'm not sure the exact question you asked, Amitava, but then there was just this space for Rachna to share, and she herself told her story, and like it was just so clear that this was like helping her open up. So that was a really great moment to me that I wanted to point out. My question, though, is, Rachna, what was most beneficial to you in this session? What actually helped you the most?
You're on mute, Rachna.
Okay. So what was most beneficial for me? I would say that very so often I forget to forget, and I put a lot of pressure on myself. I mean, I have to make it a weekly reminder to just have one day to reset. But for me, things are, if I start going, it's just go, 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 go. It's not stop and go. And I think by the end of the session, I certainly remembered that I am also a human being, and it's not the uncertainty that's something holding me back. It's me being out of energy because I'm always in the go mode. I've never in the rest and recharge mode. It's always high up the hill. It's never just relax and take a deep breath. So when Amitava asked me that question, that how many people around you lash out? So my answer, it came out as a very, very good question, but it made me realize that, oh, I am also a human being and it's okay for me to relax and take the pressure off. Yeah.
Right. Thank you so much, Rachna. Skitter, please go ahead.
Thank you.
You
Thank you
can
so much.
unmute and you
Thank
can
you
come
so
on screen. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Vanita and Rachna. Thank you so much for being vulnerable, and Amitava, that was wonderful work. My question is to Amitava. I got impressed when you asked Rachna a question. You asked, I can't remember exactly, but you said, is it coming from inside or is it coming from the environment? I would like you to share your experience on asking this kind of question and how much you get from, the coaches out of the question.
Thank you, Skater. I think the benefit of this, or rather the benefit of this question, only depends on the coachee, because quite often the coachee does not reflect and answer after thinking. They have a tendency to react to this question. Then it doesn't work. Only when Rachna looked at the question, reflected, did she start thinking about it. So that's very important with this sort of a question. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. It all depends on the coachee.
Thank you, Amitava. I have another question for you, Amitava, while somebody else comes online. When you in between mentioned that, can I just take off my coach's hat and, transition into something else, and then you spoke about your age and all. What was running in your mind? Why? It's a why question. Why did you have to do that in between a session? What was running in your mind? What made you do it?
These are all ICF coaches, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes. I take off my coach's hat once or twice in a session because ICF says you never should do it, and I'm not very supportive of this idea that a coaching session is just where you ask questions and you can't. I mean, for heaven's sake, if that is the way it's going to be, then AI can do a better job than me any day.
Okay.
Because AI will follow the rules exactly as per ICF. I'm a human being also, so I have a reaction. If I don't show that reaction, there's a right and wrong here for sure. Some coach is not supposed to be talking about his own experiences. Coach is not supposed to be judgmental. Coach is not supposed to show reaction. But then there's one thing I believe is that in a session you need to build some bridges with the coachee, and that can only be built if the coach is also a human being.
True. Absolutely.
So I'm sorry, I don't have a real answer to this as to what is right
That
or wrong,
was good.
how many do it, but sometimes I do it.
So can
Oh,
I
great.
can I answer my perspective on this?
Yes,
Yes,
please.
please.
Okay. So when you asked that question, when you said that you will just come out of the coach's role for a minute, and when you said that you are two-thirds of my age, right? So, I mean, I was not in my coach's hat. Obviously, I was in the client's mode, but it made me feel closer to you, and it made me feel that you were actually there listening to me, and it felt real, not a superficial conversation. And yeah, I think it is a uh, very good and very bold choice a person can make while doing this. By saying that,
Wow.
let's just come out of the coach's hat for a moment. It is very bold choice because the two ways it can go. It can go either very good or it can take down the not so good road. But it depends on which way you frame your question and what type of question you ask when you're not in the coach's hat.
Mm,
So I think what you did there
yeah.
was beautiful.
No,
It
it
should not
also
sound
also
bossy
Rachana, it
also.
depends on the coachee, how
Mm,
present is the coachee, and whether the coachee is also you were the superficial. Exactly, that's the word. Coachee is involved or superficial in the session
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah.
yeah. Very
For
well.
me,
Very
everything was
nicely
real.
put.
So every
Mm,
time for I take I take these peer coaching sessions and all these sessions very seriously because my problems get resolved for free. So I am very very honest in sharing my things. So thank
very
you.
nice. Thank you so much. Anybody else would like to ask a question? Please go ahead. Yeah, please, Mary.
Okay, so I have this question. In the session, there was a few times that Amitava, you interrupted Rachna while she was talking to ask questions, actually multiple times. And my curiosity for you, Rachna, is how did that feel being interrupted while you were in the middle of answering? Or do you even recollect it?
Yes, I remember it exactly. Okay, so he interrupted me when I was starting the story instead of giving a straight answer. So him interrupting me at the start of the story made me redirect to the exact answer that I had to give, that I wanted to give, instead of telling 10 lines of backstory of it. So it was redirection in a way. Uh, yeah, it was a redirection. It was don't tell the story, say what I'm feeling and what I actually have to say, instead of sharing the backstory of 10 years ago.
Okay.
No, but
Great.
Dharma is correct. I have this problem of
Mm,
interrupting as a coach. As that's, I mean, one of the things I don't do right in a session is that. So thank you very much for reminding me.
Thank you so
No,
much, Dominic.
I ask Amitava because I sometimes find I have this challenge too. And I'm very hard on myself about it when I do. And because I am striving to, do ICF the way ICF says you should do ICF. For me, it's a difference for me between a good session or a bad session. If I feel like I left the session feeling like, okay, I was really pushing that client and it felt like pushing, not necessarily to a specific answer, but like get to but maybe there is some like there's a room to dance, right? Like, maybe the client needs this sometimes so that they can get to the bottom of it. But my goal is to somehow ask the perfect open-ended question that just magically moves them to that. I never like to feel like I am pushing them, but what I notice about myself when I'm pushing them is I will interrupt, right? And
Yeah.
I will ask, kind of like more pointed questions that seems like I'm directing them to a specific type of answer. Like I have the solution in my brain. I just want them to see it. So that's
Yes,
why I
you're
notice
very right.
interruptions.
You're very right. You're
Very
very right.
true.
Interruption is not generally, I mean, mostly it is not good at all, and I have a problem with it.
Yeah, even I wrote in my book a small comment, on the same lines. Great. Thank you so much, Pemina. Is there any other question? Otherwise, I'm ready with my another question. And this is a horrible moderator who has so many questions.
I have a question. This is regarding
Yes.
the challenging the client. Okay, a few times I found Rachna feeling uncomfortable, like there's so many thoughts going on, or I don't know if I'm wrong or something. In general, also, if I have to push my client, if I have to challenge my client's thought. So, is there any boundary or where to stop? Is there any, uh, line where you have to stop? So this much I have to push, and then leave it like that. So, any suggestion on that?
I think Vanita can answer this question better than me as an
Oh,
experienced
no, no,
coach.
please.
Anyone?
For
One
others, it's
I've learned, yeah, one I've learned is when the coachee is circling around the same answer. That means either there is a block or they don't want to push themselves or there is a resistance. Any of those things can happen. So there's no new idea coming out. Second, I think it's on your own intuition. If the coachee is willing to dive deeper, go ahead and, subtle, very, very, softly take permission, be very careful, and then suddenly push. I like pushing my clients. I just love it. But I watch very carefully if the coachee is willing, only then I push. But if they are not willing and there is a wall, then I leave it. I back off. But
right.
yes, I like pushing. And especially when I know they have the capability to think more. I don't let my thought process or my solution come in the way. I'm very careful on that. But I love pushing. And I've noticed a lot of them break at that point. A lot of them break at that
Mhm.
point. Mm.
Okay, so maybe believing in the client helps.
Yes, of
There's
course.
one thing also that I have experienced when it comes to challenging the client. One is I observe their body language very, very in a very focused way. So where their eyes are going when a certain question is asked, or how their hand movements are, where does their head turn, or what bodily manifestations are happening, what emotions are emitting the body, does the body emit while a certain question is being asked, gives you a fair idea if the client can be challenged or not, that certain thing or not. And another thing
Yeah.
is obviously you can ask for the permission to challenge them on this. And before the session starts, I just tell them that you can say no if you don't want to be challenged on a certain aspect. Feel free to say or say no if that's okay. And very
Mostly
less,
they say yes. Sorry,
yes,
Rachna.
very
Mostly they
less,
say yes.
yes, very less people say no. Majority of
Yeah.
them say yes. And
Yeah.
it's not one session that gives them the breakthrough, it's series of sessions by challenging
Yeah.
gets something new. Yeah.
Interesting. Observing that body part, that is really interesting.
Yeah.
Thank
The
you so much.
NLP.
This was very helpful. Thank you.
So I have a question for all of you and not just directed to Amitava. Fear is something which comes up quite often in coaching conversations, in real-time clients and in your peer coaches also. Peers, I think it comes up more often because in real-time clients, for them to admit that I have a fear may take some time. What are the other ways of helping them overcome fear or helping them discover that they're operating from fear or helping, or not even helping, just supporting their thought process that there is a way out. Anybody can answer this. Bemane, Skitter, we have Shripad. Shripad is very experienced right now. Anybody, Shweta, Gabby, anybody can answer this. Yeah, Bemane, would you like to take this question?
I heard it because it's a great question. I literally had this question from when the session was happening, both when Rashna said she had fear and when she said her fear was of being seen. I was like, oh, what do you do when someone has fear?
Yeah,
They know what the problem
really.
is, but it's like, how do you get them out of it? I don't know.
Yeah.
My
It's really
instinct is
deep in. Go ahead.
my instinct is to do a little bit of also what Amitava did, is to ask what they're afraid of, what it feels like, where they feel it, and see where that leads. And then maybe also to ask, well, what would you like to feel instead?
Hmm.
But I don't know.
So I have a favorite question I can say when someone says that they have a fear. It's not, I mean, I can say it's a favorite question because I ask anytime someone says that they have a fear. So I ask them, if this fear did not exist, how would you be?
Hmm.
Or what would you do? And
Hmm.
I mean, 99% of the time it has got me good results. There
Hmm.
haven't been something new that I have tried, but this is something that I have been trying for quite some time, and the client feels good when they say that this is something that they want to do, or they would be in a certain way or doing certain thing. And uh, and then again, then asking follow-up questions, what is stopping you from achieving that, or what can you do right now to achieve those things? This
Hmm.
is something that I have been doing. I don't know if it's helpful or not.
Yes, certainly, certainly. Amitava, would you? Shripad has come online. Please, Shripad.
I was listening. I was not on the video. I was just saving the bandwidth. But this was really engrossing and interesting session. I made a lot of notes. Interestingly, I was trying to put myself into Kochi's shoes because I am going through the similar situation. I was operating head of a big business in an IT company, running into 500 million or whatever. So I was operating head. Amitava was operating head. You do a lot of numbers related work. You are running the show to the quarterly results. It's like a hammer. You just go after people. But now I am becoming a coach. I have to advertise. I have to tell the market. I have to tell that okay, I am a coach now. I have to start writing on LinkedIn, which I have never done before. And that's where even my procrastination kicks in. That okay, I have never advertised myself. My results were visible to even Mr. Premji if he wanted to. Because they are all over on the dashboard. Anybody can click on the dashboard, see what numbers I have achieved. I never have to tell anyone. Now I have to tell people I am a coach. I am an ACC now. And when I was putting myself into the shoes, it was kind of rhyming with my situation. But somewhere I think I have to break that shell and come out of it. It's not a procrastination, it's more of a hesitancy, it's more of a resistance to do it. I have a notebook full of ideas, brand names, logos, website, what articles I will write, but rubber meets the road. That is where the resistance. So this was very interesting
Sripad,
dialogue.
I do the same thing, done it for years, and I have realized one thing. When I was a operating head or a country manager or anything, and I went to a customer, whether I'm a bigger customer like L&T or anybody, I wasn't representing Amitava Bose. I was representing the company. So I could take myself out of that presentation and saying the presentation is good, bad, it depends on the product of the company and the services the company is giving. It's not Amitava Bose. But today, you and I, we are better. We are representing ourselves. We are marketing ourselves. Very difficult. I can't do it because I don't have something to hide behind.
Got it.
I think in my first 100 hours, I only broke this barrier because when you retire as regional head,
You're
country
lucky.
manager, etc., 100 hours focused how to brand yourself.
See, I
Great
don't
friends.
have. See, Vanita ji, I don't have these titles to hide behind, so I have to actually start from the ground.
Yeah,
Correct.
it's good
For
when you don't have
me,
baggage.
and for me,
Yeah.
I work with the conservative outfits. Like long back, 30, 35 years ago, I started in TCS. I worked in this kind of companies and then retired from Wipro. So all these are very conservative companies. In the sense, they are not like Levers, not like Colgate Palmolive. You do like so you focus on your deliverables, you deliver the results, and so be it. So that's where my resistance also comes because of the upbringing I have had in these kind of companies.
Yeah, great. Thank you so much. We are on the top of the hour now. And I must thank Rachna for being so vulnerable, open, and sharing, real time, whatever you were experiencing. And thank you so much, Amitava, for, not holding the solution up front there, but, pausing on your judgment and your solutions and just going with the flow. I think it was a wonderful conversation, and thank you to the entire audience. You have been so kind, so nice, asking just the right questions. Thank you very much. It was lovely having all of you. Thank you. God bless.
Thank
you so
you.
much.
Good night.
Good
Bye.
night. Thank you, Shweta. Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.